So we just got our Cornish Crosses in. I actually got the phone call from the post office while I was taking the kids to school. So I swung by there and picked them up on the way home. Had a meeting immediately when I got home. So I real quick got the chicks out, put them in their brooder setup, and then I had to run to my meeting. So unfortunately I didn't get to catch that, but I haven't really got a chance to introduce them appropriately to their environment. So I want to make sure that they know where the heat lamp is real quick, and then of course get their water setup going. I put some water in there, but I want to get the, I like to buy the booster when they first get here for the extra electrolytes and things. So I need to get that in their water and get them acclimated. We got 25 Cornish Cross chickens, one surprise chick from Murray McMurray, and we did lose one in shipment. We're going to try to do our best to make sure that the rest do well. So I noticed they're all trying to huddle, so we get them over here under the lamp. One thing you might notice about my setup is that you're not seeing the red light, and the reason for that is I actually have a reptile bulb in here for heat. Worked great with my first batch. I feel like there's less risk with that. It doesn't put off like quite as much heat, but it's much lower wattage and a lot less likely to like explode if there's an issue with the bulb. I do have a traditional heat lamp to keep as a precaution, but once these guys kind of get warmed up, I usually don't really have any problems. And, we've gone through, I guess at this point we've brooded about 25 chicks. Now we are starting these guys off with a broiler starter, which is a 23% protein. You can't see the tag, but we've got our local mill here. Doing our best to, follow not necessarily dedicated organic, but, good clean, spray free, that kind of stuff. We're just trying to, watch what we're putting in the food. I have a theory that I have a chicken allergy, and which is ironic because I'm trying to raise chickens, meat chickens. I can eat eggs, but I can't eat the meat. And my theory is either one of two things. It's either, all the antibiotics and steroids and stuff that they pump into, a lot of your manufacturer produced chickens, or it's the way that they're cleaned. I actually saw something that, and I can't find it again, which is unfortunate, but it was something that Joel Salatin had talked about, where somebody that worked at one of these processing facilities had stated that they can't eat them. They literally get sick, and all the symptoms that they described are symptoms that I have when I eat chicken. So it's not like an anaphylactic shock or anything. I just get sick to my stomach, and I just can't eat it. So my theory is either it's the stuff they're putting in the chickens, or it's the way that they're being processed with those cleaning vats and things, which is what Salatin was explaining that from a conversation he had with somebody. So this is a little bit of a test for us, but that's why we're trying to be very diligent about how we're feeding, the animals, and just to see if, hey, maybe my allergy is what I'm going to call a synthetic allergy. It's not really the meat. It's everything else about how we process our food. Alright, I've got the proper water with the broiler booster in it for them. Good news is some of them already found the water. And once a couple of them find it, they'll help show the others where to go. But I do want to get in there and make sure that enough of them know. Alright, you're curious, let's get you. I like to sprinkle a little bit of food just outside the food trough to make sure. Now this is a little bit different style than what I used last year. The last year was just the regular kind of tower style, and I feel like they scratched it out a lot and wasted a bunch. So I've been doing some research, and I hear that they use trough style a little bit better, and especially for Cornish crosses, gives more of them access to food at the same time than the round ones do. So we're going to give this one a go this year, see how it goes. Now last year when I did this kind of setup, I said, I did a kind of a lessons learned since it was the first time, and I said, I think I'm going to do something a little different. I was going to build an area and whatnot, and as you can see, I obviously didn't get around to doing that. And some of it was, I thought, well, with the exception of them wanting to get out and the water spilling in the bottom, it wasn't that bad. I will say, though, I've run into a new little surprise, and that is that these guys were able to slip through the holes, which I don't remember running into that problem last year. So the boxes are stacked around for probably just a couple of days, and then they'll be too big to be able to get through those holes in the baby gates, but you got to be able to adapt with this stuff. But I think we're going to be all right. I say this about a lot of moments because everything's kind of new and everything's still really exciting, but this moment in particular is pretty exciting to me because this is the first time that we're not doing something for the first time. And that is, this is the second set of babies that we're brooding. So we're actually starting to get to a point where we're repeating some things and being able to, try and improve on our process and our infrastructure and things of that nature. So, this one for me is a little bit exciting because of that. Now, this is our first time with, meat chickens. So, this is still very, very new. And of course, that means they'll only be in the brooder for like a fraction of the time compared to the, regular laying hens. But, yeah, we're pretty excited about it. Check on our chicks again. They're doing pretty good. The kids are about to be here, and they know the chicks are here, but they haven't seen them yet. So they're going to get really excited.
We'll let you.
Yes, we'll let you, but let's
wait just a second.
Do we got to wash our hands?
Yep, you need to clean up first.
Look at Jewel. We was so good. I was like helping him so he didn't get scared. And he did really good. He stayed still.
Wow.
He had a good dentist appointment.
Yeah.
Very first dentist appointment.
Hey, they get formed. That chickie is not going in. Is that chick a real?
There's one dark one in there too, in the very back.
Noah touch him first.
Can I hold her?
You could pet on the
you can
head.
pet her.
Gentle.
Baby.
Don't touch the eyes. What do you
Good
think,
job,
Noah?
buddy.
What did it feel like?
Feels soft. All right, Eden, your turn.
Don't touch your face, okay?
Yeah. Noah.
It feels. Oh! Nope. Be careful. I'm trying to do it again.
What do you think, Eden?
I like it. Oh! She pecked my arm.
Yeah, don't push too hard.
Yep. And be gentle.
Alright, well, we're checking on one more time for the evening. Forgive the sound. Sinuses are killing me right now. It's always this time of year for about the whole month of April. But we had one that was a little bit lethargic, and I've been keeping an eye on them and making sure they get plenty of water, and all of them seem to be doing alright for now, but we'll keep an eye on them. Say good night, little chickies.